Hello, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be exploring some of what I would describe as like trying to find out the best ways to keep your tackle, to stay organized, to keep your gear when you're out fishing, like whether it's a backpack or a tackle box. In this case, where I'm at right now, because I cycle through, like sometimes I try something new for a while or I try something and I don't like it. But where I'm at right now is actually using this old tool bag that I've had forever as not for tools but for fishing gear. So with that said, I'll talk a little bit about the outside of the pack before I kind of discuss the inside a little bit and kind of why I gravitate more toward this style of tackle bag or tackle box, whatever you'd like to believe. My approach with fishing is usually a minimalist approach. I try to keep everything easily accessible, straightforward, minimal moving parts, and that's what brought me to actually try to use this as a tackle bag compared to some other methods. On that note, I'll probably show you a couple other things I've tried which can be very effective, but I feel like this is where I want to be right now, and I'll show you guys kind of what something like this can offer in just a minute or two. So what I was using for a long time, I bet none of you know what this is, but this is called a Kitbricks bag. It's a I'll show you. Kitbricks bag. This is actually meant for like triathlon community as like a transition bag for their clothes. But I used this. This is totally my style, a super open space for putting all your stowaway boxes and all your gear. It's also got a few other pockets. But there's a few things that kind of drew me away from it. I feel like at the end of the day, I would describe this bag as having too many moving parts. Even though it's super straightforward, you do have a few zippered pockets here, some mesh pockets on the outside. But this main zipper, everything's waterproof in this bag. The main zipper was always kind of, you got to pull it a little bit harder to get it to do anything. So that's the Kitbricks bag. I used it for a while very successfully, but I don't think I'm going to keep using it. I think it's too many moving parts. It did have a tough bottom there. And the next system I kind of tried to implement was actually going to be to use my 511 bag. This is a 511, I believe it's the Rush 24 2.0. And I would also describe this bag as having too many parts. It's got many pockets, many zippered pockets, but it does have a big open area where you can put a bunch of stowaway tackle boxes and things in that area, and some more zippered pockets. But at the end of the day, you know, I got a lot of molly webbing. You can strap fly rod tubes on the side, which I did. Still, it's just a little bit much. So hopefully that kind of illustrates where I'm at now trying something like this. This being just, I believe, an affordable tool bag. It originally came with a bunch of tools, but as I was trying to find more gear, I thought to myself, why not use this as my fishing bag? So now I'll get to some of the reasons, but before, it does have the shoulder carry, shoulder strap, a lot like the Kitbricks. I'm going to go ahead and take that off though, so it's easier to do the rest of this video. But on that note, metal to metal hardware here, metal clip, metal D-rings. So let's start, like I said, to describe the outside of the bag, what I really like about the outside. Firstly, it's got this handle, so you can also just carry it by the handle. Everything's, I feel, very straightforward with this bag. It does have mesh pockets on the outside. They're kind of shallow, but that's okay. You can still fit really useful things. So I've got mesh pockets on this side and some pockets, and also mesh pockets here. So it is a tool bag. I'm using it for an unconventional purpose as a fishing bag. So like I said, D-rings. There's actually 2 D-rings on each side. So you can put your shoulder strap on there and maybe strap a clip on your net, your landing net, or other accessories. So then let's say, like I showed you those other bags. I said they had too many moving parts. And this one having only one zipper being the main zipper. So that's, as a minimalist, you know, as a fisherman and a minimalist, the objective is to eliminate choices. So here, one zipper, that's it. That's just one choice to make. But firstly, I'll show you a few things, practical things you can store in these outside mesh pockets. I got a couple lighters here, mostly for survival purposes. If you ever have to start a fire, if you're camping, you want to cook up some fish. And then I've got a bobber, some chapstick. This is natural ice. It's a good mint outdoor chapstick. And then a slow sinking bobber, whatever you want to call it. And another bobber. So you saw just how practical those outside pockets can be in that sense. A lot like the Kit Bricks bag, but these ones more for smaller items. And this isn't a review, this is just, hey, look, I found a bag in my garage, my tool bag actually, and I realized, hey, this would make a killer fishing bag. So I'm about to illustrate that right now. I am not trying to show you every possible thing you could stuff into this bag. I'm trying to show you a practical amount of gear you could expect to fit in, say, like a tool bag or a bag similar to this, and why I think this could be like the ultimate bag. And I will ultimately want to train myself to get by on just, say, one bag and try to fit everything into one bag here. So this zipper is super easy. Unlike the Kit Bricks bag, which had a lot of resistance, here's your main zipper. It opens up, and now once it's open, it's a lot like that Kit Bricks bag. And you can't see, so I'll try to show just a little bit. There is a wide open storage. This actually has a wire that runs. There's like a wire that runs through like that and through up here. So when it's closed and then you open it, just a rectangular shape, easily accessible, wide open, my favorite kind of storage bag. So I'm going to just start pulling things out. I'll set the camera back down and show you, for a bag like this, what I believe is a very reasonable amount of gear you can expect to fit. Firstly, bug spray. You won't always need it, but when you need it, you'll be glad you have it. So, of course, cater your gear to whatever unique fishing trip you're going to be on. I know some places where I absolutely need bug spray. I just wanted to show that you can have bug spray in this bag. And you may have heard me talk about stowaways. This is a stowaway. Hook's got a little rusty in there, but that's not a great example. This is a stowaway. These are my favorite tackle boxes. You can, with any bag, whether I showed you the 511 bag or the Kit Bricks bag, you can fit a large amount of these little stowaway boxes in that bag. This bag Got some hooks in this one. I comfortably fit 6 boxes into this bag. 6 stowaway boxes. And they just sit just like that. So that's plenty. I want to train myself and get to a point where I can fit everything I need for almost any situation in just 6 stowaway boxes in one bag. And I will ultimately find out just exactly what exactly will go in each of those boxes. 2 fly boxes. This is my double-sided Lost Creek fly box. I think that's a Sportsman's Warehouse brand. This is a great fly box. That can fit in the bag. Got plenty of, I love dry flies, that's my thing. I also got some wet flies, but so got a little octopus hook there. Got another fly box with some stickers. I put some stickers on a few of my boxes. So you had 6 stowaway boxes, 2 fly boxes, 1 can of bug spray, and we're not done. I often believe it's wise, if possible, to bring an extra reel on, say, a trip, big trip you go on, or an extended trip. Sometimes with monofilament fishing line, the line just gets a bird's nest action, and if you have an extra reel, you can actually just swap that out and solve that problem real quick. So I typically carry at least 1 extra reel when I'm going up in the mountains for trout, or almost anything else too. So that bag, all this stuff fits comfortably in this bag. I'm not trying to, like I said, I'm not trying to show you how much stuff I can stuff in here, but just what can fit comfortably and practically in this bag. So then this being a fishing license, it's just a fishing license holder, so you keep your fishing license. That can fit in there. The inside of this bag, being a tool bag, as many of you know, has also some internal pockets. And then we'll try to get through the last things kind of quickly here. Just like I said, reasonably, I got 2 bottles of Gink floatant, great floatant. I don't know if it's the best. I'd say it's my favorite. Those just fit in one of those small internal pockets. Glass bobbers. This is my scale, which I've been using forever. Digital scale works great. There goes my pile of stowaway boxes. And then I just use this to measure fish whenever I get one that I think I want to measure. Just a little tape, and it's really easy to pack in there. Lastly, jar baits, as I call them. I'll just dump them out. You could realistically expect. So now the bag's empty. Remember, all this stuff fit in it when it was closed like that, comfortably. So I got just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it was like 6 or 7 of those jar baits, and then these half-size jar baits like your salmon eggs, and these power eggs, which are great. 2 of those. You could say you got 8 jar baits in here. I got some of the gulp worms. So, and the rest is basically power bait stuff. So that's kind of those types of things that I feel like if I can fit that much and maybe a little more into that bag, it's 100% practical. And like I showed you, that bag is 1 zipper for the main pocket and then a handful of smaller pockets. Got the shoulder strap if you want to carry it that way or carry it with the handle. And then we'll get a rough picture of just about everything I put in the bag. Mind you, there's also six of these stowaway boxes. So that is not a review, just saying, hey, look, I found an alternative, an unconventional method. It's a bag that's not designed to hold fishing gear, yet it checks every box in my book of what a bag should do for holding fishing gear. And moving forward, I was so excited when I found this out. That's why I wanted to make the video. I will be taking this bag because I know it's super durable. This is designed for construction projects. It's not designed for weekend fishermen. Super durable. Happens to be a Denali bag. So there we are. Try that. Maybe try that. You got a tool bag around the house? Maybe try that for using as a fishing bag. Anyways, this has been kind of like just felt like making a video. I like making gear videos. I like talking about how I carry my gear, whether I'm the most efficient fisherman or not. So I hope if anybody's watched this to the end, it's found something useful. And that being said, I will plan on seeing you guys next time.